This is the feeder that's just like a name brand, but it's not a name brand. Here's my secret. My secret. But ooh. Well, I finally decided to go ahead and bite the bullet, heading out on vacation in another month or two. So I thought I better get an automatic feeder. This is the feeder that's just like a name brand, but it's not a name brand. And we are going to see how well it does. Only this one has Wi-Fi. It's just called Aqua feeder. I don't even think that was the name of it when I purchased it. So there's that. Oh, it's kind of cute and compact. This, what I liked about it, what I've seen, is you can just rest it right on, like I can rest it on one of my lids and just kind of hang it over. There we go. Pretty cool. I mean, my hands are not big hands. It's a nice, small, little compact device. It's got a USB-C connector. So this will run off a USB, and I'll probably just plug it into my Ryobi battery. The reason I got it so far in advance is because I want to make sure and test it. I want to make sure that it works. I might just try and put it on there, like run it regularly. So I got to try and train my fish so that they don't freak out every time I walk up to the tank. They're hungry, because that's when I feed the tank. Oh, it does come off pretty easily. This little thing slides out, and so it has two little different types of feeders on there. I imagine the large hole is for flake food, and these little holes here at the top are for granular food. What do you call that? Pellet food. When I just drop them in the tank, they float, and the clowns don't go up and get it. My fox face loves to eat everything off the surface, which is kind of cool because he keeps the top of the tank clean. He's my skimmer, the fox face. I was gonna try and do flake food with this. In order to do that, I need to make sure. Here's my secret. I feed all of my fish food that was meant for freshwater fish. This has all the good nutrients that they need. This was meant for discus fish. And discus fish are some of the most difficult to keep healthy in freshwater tank. And then they require a lot of good nutrients. Every single one of the fish in there love this stuff. And all my crabs and snails, when it goes to the bottom, they love this stuff. So everybody eats it. It's gone once I put it in the tank. So I like to stick with this. And this is so inexpensive. Do the, what is it, the Amazon Prime monthly subscription stuff. And so this comes down to 15 bucks. Weird. It just, you press it on. It's like the lens cap that I just made off my 3D printer. And then you just attach this bad boy, because it slides on. I have a rim tank, and it should fit on that. I like it. I can remove this. So why would I do that? If this was my lid, and here's the water inside the tank, the lid hangs over the edge. That's how the lid hangs on. And this is the water inside here. Then it would be nice to take this, mount it on the ledge like that, and then just kind of screw it in. And, you know, let me just put it up there and see if that's actually how it would work. That's definitely not going to work with this on there, so let's take it off and see if it works without it. Yes. And it's nice and sturdy, so if I wanted to, I could clamp it right to this. Let's see, would I be able to clamp it to the center bar? No, the center bar is too big. What I'm probably going to do is just sit the darn thing up on top here like that, and then just let it hang over. But we'll see. If I get some food in there, it might end up getting too heavy. We'll find out. But flake food isn't really that heavy. This seems to be a pretty long cord. I like the extensions really long. I like it to be able to plug in and put it behind the tank, since my tank isn't a tiny little thing. Alexa, turn Saturn on. Alexa, turn moon on.
Okay.
That is not a smooth connection. I don't like that right off the bat. It doesn't, it leaves a gap and it doesn't make me feel like it's connected, but it is. But I feel like it's not. Yeah, just comes right off. Take that out. That's how you would fill it up. Put the cap on and then open to whatever section you want. After all that talking, if I put some food in here, yeah, to about there, let's see what happens. Oh look, this cord is gonna actually help me to keep it from tipping over. That's actually not bad. Okay, now come the instructions. Oh, look at that. If you wanted, I didn't even notice, it comes with this little sticky deal. You can peel out both sides of this little clear thing, basically double-sided tape. So if I wanted to, I could stick that on permanently. Why would I ever want to stick it on permanently? What if I put this and just stick this on? That way I could always remove this and this can stay on the lid. We'll see what happens. So at least I know that's an option if I want it, but just resting it on there. But we are going to connect this to the internet. Well, let's see if I can do it that direction. Power's on. I've got a blue light. There's a little app thing on the back. Let's do the simplest way possible. We will do a screen recording. I could do the simplified Chinese version, but I don't think y'all would appreciate it. Oops. Loading the app. Lunda. All right, interesting. It wants to recognize me. There we go. It doesn't like me with glasses on. Isn't that funny? Drop my phone. And it's all cracked up there, everywhere. Oh, let's open the app. Send me notifications. Sure, why not? I agree. You can scan me. Sign up. Sure, we'll allow it. Bluetooth, continue. Yes, you can use my Bluetooth. You can spy on me. Aquarium fish feeder. And we want the blue light to be blinking. Power on the device and confirm that indicator rapidly blinks. So we'll turn it off and turn it back on. And it's blinking. So we're confirming. Okay, enter password. Oh, did it stop blinking? Ah, it stopped blinking on me. I might end up having to read that, huh? How to reset it. It's a long press. Oh, it found it. It just was taking a while. Added successfully. Yay. I imagine if you've got an older smartphone, that might not go as easily. I'm finding that when I go back and use my older, I have an iPhone 5, I cannot install a lot of apps on that phone. Unfortunately, it's telling me to stand by. Stand by. Oh look, I can manually feed it. Oh, it's on standby. Alright, so that was a manual is to do that. If I want to schedule timer, schedule, I can add. So what time do I want it to, the timer, it's calling the scheduling a timer. 10 a.m. And we're going to do that. You have to click every single one of these. That's the way these out of the country companies operate. Switch on. Of course I want it to switch on. Save. So 10. Timer variance plus or minus 30 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna feed once at 10. Let's see how much food it does. Let's open it up all the way. That's not too bad for flake food. That's probably less than what I give them. I would say that's about maybe 25% of what I feed them in the morning. So I might do that once every 30 minutes. That's actually pretty cool. Let's rotate that again and see what happens. See if it's the same amount. That was the same amount. Oh my goodness. That's about how much I give them. So that was 4 rotations. So I'm kind of, doesn't just drop the food in like whatever's available right there. There's an actual little scooper in there. So do you see that little scooper that I'm talking about there? See how it goes, how it's shaped? It's open on the inside, and it's got a little L shape, right? It's got the little L shape. Boing. And when it scoops, it does this. The food goes in there, and then it stops. So it's not putting in huge amounts of food, and as a result, here, let's take a look. You can see it's not dropping tons of food in there. The main reason this app is super easy to use for me is because I've used similar apps. Smart Life works very much the same way. You click on the lights, only here it says schedule, so you can click on schedule, and if you want to add a schedule, you just click on add, and then you set the time, and then you also have to go back in there and set for every single day. So that's how I knew how to do that. So for me it was intuitive only because I've used a similar app. I'm going to post that on there, and hopefully it'll be here somewhere and you'll be able to see that. That wasn't bad at all. That didn't take me very long, and I did look at the directions to do the long press. So if it's not firing up for you right away, that light's not blinking, then all you have to do is long press it. But I didn't have to do that because it found it anyway. Only other thing about this that I've read is that the humidity from the tank can build up on this flake food. And so what happens is it gets humid and it clumps up, and then maybe it'll stop feeding. And so I am concerned about that. So I'm going to put it up there and I'm going to see what happens. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put it next to my fan that I already have up there for the lights, for the cooling system. And maybe that'll help keep it dry. That's all it should be. It's noisy, but who cares? It's only noisy for, what was that, 10 seconds? Who cares? And I actually kind of like it because it's letting me know that it's working, that it's on. If people can't handle 10 seconds worth of noise. So I've got it sitting right next to my fan, so hopefully that's gonna keep the humidity out of the container. I am away. My fish are not gathering like they're crazed animals. I'm gonna do a little feeding and see if they recognize it. See if it actually drops food in there. And I don't know if it did. Let's do it again. Let's rotate it one more time. My fox face might be seeing food. Oh, look at the clowns are seeing food. Oh, fox face is seeing lots of food. Look at him go. Now they're all seeing it. See, normally they're waiting for me. They see me and then that's when they go. But now they're having to discover it on their own without me. I think I probably done that too many times. That was pretty cool.
I was wondering why that ball kept getting bigger, and then it hit me.
That was awesome.